All right. So it looks like we are actually live, and I guess we should let some people know. And so get this. Just I guess maybe it's because I mentioned the word Caligula, but right out of the gate, YouTube demonetizes me. So I'm not even joking for ad suitability. So there we go. But let's share this. Let people know. Let's share it on Twitter and Facebook. Let people know that we're doing a video here because I got some very exciting news. It got sent to me a couple days ago, and I wanted to chat about it. And I do like website deep dives, and I'm going to be doing one for Unobstructed on my next media magazine that I'm doing, the live magazine for September. So I wanted to come and kind of do a live one day, but I really want to talk about the big news, and I think it's massive news. I didn't know how massive it was until I looked at it. But damn, we got a lot to talk about, and I've been working for the last couple of days. If you're a member, which we have one member actually so far, then I'll let you know right now. There's two videos up there right now. There's the Patreon video that's the movie magazine, which I promised to all members, and there's also a and this one has only gone up live on the membership level right now. It's a video about where I review the Cape Crusader Batman series, all 10 episodes. So that was a lot of fun to do, well, a lot of work. And just to let you guys know what I'm working on right now, so I don't only just do the movie stuff. I want to wait till a couple people comes in before I go into the big news, into the comic book stuff as well. So I have been working on a omnibus video, and it may not seem like a big deal until you realize there's like so many omnibuses out there being announced. And this is the Death Wolverine omnibus. And that's the card I had to make up for that video. And I had to do 80 of those, over 80 of those, because there were over 80 omnibus announcements in the last week or so. I kid you not. So I had to do over 80. And that was a lot of stress and not a lot of fun. But we're talking about Unobstructed View, which is, if you don't know it, they're a company here in but in Canada, and they're doing they've done a ultimate cut of Caligula. It's getting a physical media release on 4K and Blu-ray. But before that, in August and September, it's hitting the theaters. So I'm a massive Tino Brass fan. I'm a big fan of this film. And I thought, okay, this is another just edition of Caligula. Like I got a couple editions of Caligula, but this is the ultimate cut. So to kind of, and we'll go to the channel, look at the video, look at the website, and I'll let you guys know. Actually, I'll even see if I can put up afterwards the if you're a Canada, for instance, if you're living in like Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Saskatoon, Ontario, Alberta, yeah, you get to be cooler than me and get to see Caligula, which I wish I could see. What's really cool about this is, now get this, because they sent me info on this, and I get a lot of info on from a lot of different places. So, but this one stuck out because of what it is. So, the Ultimate Cut is a complete reconstruction, one of cinema's most lavish yet notorious productions, in a glorious 4K ultra high def restoration, which is pretty incredible. Made its world premiere at Cannes in 2023, and I haven't got to see this yet, but I will be actually reviewing this in the very soon. Um, and I'll be fingers crossed. I will also be reviewing the disc as well, but I will be reviewing the restoration and everything with that as well. So just to kind of put it to you, how insanely intense the restoration on this was. They had like something like 100 hours of footage, and they tried to like Thomas Negavan uh, was a historian and and a restoration guy, and he went out and he put together the big edition of Caligula that's coming out and shown in theaters right now, and it's getting a release, which I'm super stoked about. I think that's in September. I gotta be sure. I know that I'm a comic book guy too. Obviously, you just saw that up there. So there's a poster, which I'm hoping could be an alternate artwork, because it's Bill Sienkiewicz. And for those that know, Bill Sienkiewicz is an amazing artist. But yeah, so nearly 100 hours of original footage got discovered for the film, for the restoration, and a brand new uh, like prologue to the film is there. Uh, we get more Helen Mirren. We get more her arc in there as well, apparently. And I'm super, super stoked about this. This is one this is gonna be one for the ages, and I'm hoping, though I doubt we'll get that in Marrakesh Film Festival this year. Uh, but it is so cool. So it's going to be really close to Vidal's original script, and that because there was a ton of stuff missing from Vidal's script. Uh, the prologue created by Dave McKean. So again, another comic book reference right there. So those that are seen Red Arkham Asylum by Grant Morrison or Sandman, Dave McKean is that guy. So he got some nice twist of visuals. So you got like Bill. If you're a comic book guy, like a hardcore comic book guy like me, and you want to look into some of the like really strong artists, we got Bill Sienkiewicz and Dave McKean working on Caligula, which freaking blows my mind. Uh, it's a bit insane in all the positive ways. So what I want to do first off is let's look at the pre-order, and then I want to go into Unobstructed. I want to talk about a little bit about who they are, and I've been working and trying to reach out to Unobstructed. I would love to get them on because they're my dad's favorite company, and they're becoming like the diabolic orbit of Canada, and much more so when they're doing stuff like these restorations. So this is insanely big news, and I'm just surprised more people aren't talking about it right yet. But I want to be one of the people that is. So let's dive into it. I think it's important to look at it. So we can see the 4K. There's a Blu-ray of it there as well. Looks like you're getting a DVD cut of this one. So, which is super cool. But I'm going to look at the 4K edition of this one right here, right now. Looks like we got a 4-disc edition. Ultimate Limited Edition cut. So we have not seen this cut before, by the way, guys. So you can see there's I love the way this sounds in Roman numeral, like kind of the 4. So this now, yeah, remember, because if you're in the United States, Unobstructed is a Canadian company. So it's for a change, Canada is getting something really cool, right? And this is super interesting to chat about, because there is a website, Caligula4kuht.com, to order from there as well. Because it doesn't ship to the US address you got to go to, but there's a way to get it. And this looks like a beaut. So I'm guessing that the originals are going to have like slips, but slips are going to be limited, which means if you're a slip fan, you want to get in there early with the pre-orders on this one. Hey, film watcher, have you seen this? Well, I'm sure you've seen the film. Uh, have you seen this announcement? Like, I get a lot of stuff go through my email box, uh, and I can't get through everything on a regular basis. Like, I got another 7 emails like coming today, but when one stands out, one stands out, and this one stands out. I love the fact that we're getting this, and 2 UHDs, one Blu-ray disc, and one CD. That's the limited edition. They're numbered. I'll be kind of interested, Film Watcher, on your thoughts on this one as well, by the way. We got our very first member and our membership level. So big shout out to Indy for that. They did so right now. In 2023, they went to Cannes. I did well there, and I never wanted to be in Canada more than for this right now, because we got because the list. So more Canadian cities just added. So we got in Vancouver at the Rio, 16th and the 18th comes. Toronto, Ontario at the Review. You know it's coming. You know it's going to be at the Review in Toronto. 16th, 17th, 18th. We got the Mayfair in Ottawa. I used to go there actually. 23rd, 17th, 20th, and 22nd. Montreal, it's the Cinema de Parc. 23rd, 24th, 25th. Saskatoon, we get it at the Broadway on the 24th. Then in Waterloo, Ontario, it goes to the Princess Original on the 30th, the 1st of September, and the 4th. Hamilton, Ontario goes to the Princess Playroom on the 7th and 9th and the 10th. It goes to Kingston at the screening room on the 13th, 18th, and 19th. And Edmonton, Alberta gets it on the Metro on the 21st. But still, it's still being confirmed. What's Caligula about? Caligula is about the most insane of the insane emperors. Absolute power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. This was a film that was produced by Bob Guccione, of course, from Pentos Magazine, because Guccione did, and I think rightfully so, saw himself as an artist. He really wanted to make a mark. And Tino Brass directed this, by the way, who did films like Always Do It and Cheeky and stuff like that. So this was a big deal for Tino Brass, but it was very much wrongfully, in my opinion, maligned back in the day. It's got Malcolm McDowell, it's got Helen Mirren, a very young Helen Mirren in this one. Just so you know, there's a ton of nude, even more so probably now, because so Caligula is this mad emperor who pretty much, it's his rise. He sees himself as a god, and he is absolute corruption, absolute embrace the anarchy. It's just a wonderfully beautiful film. And sadly, unfortunately, it kind of, Tino Brass's career is on an upward trajectory. And much like a lot of the really cool films that get rediscovered later on, it hurt his career at the time. Like Peeping Tom hurt the director's career. But this one here is a brand new cut of the film. They went with over 100 hours of footage, went through it all. A guy named Thomas Negovin is a film historian. So we reconstructed it to make it as close to because Vidal did the script. And he wanted it to be as close to Vidal's script as Gore Vidal. Yeah. So, yes, Gore Vidal, as possible. And, John Gielgud's in this film, crying out loud. I'm not sure if all of them knew, this was going to had those hardcore sequences and nudity and stuff in them. But they found out when the movie came out. So they're trying to get it back to as close as possible. Oh, then this may not be your total one, because I'll be honest with you, there is a lot. Like Game of Thrones would be tame, like Film Watcher, compared to this one here. Don't worry, this is not the only thing we're looking at today, but I think it's important too, because it's a very important piece of cinema. But if you know someone that's into this stuff, let them know, because I'm definitely going to be reviewing this one. But yeah, it's a very the comic book aspect of it too. They had a poster that was done by Bill Sienkiewicz, and I kind of want to show it because it's really beautiful. See if I can get it up here. I'm gonna try, because it's a gorgeous poster. I'm not even joking. Let me see. Okay, can I see if I can show this poster anyway? So Bill Sienkiewicz did a lot of work for like Marvel and like stuff, like did New Mutants, did like some did like a lot of Conan covers and stuff like that. We got Dave McKean working on the prologue of this one. So we're getting like a ton of stuff there. And I wanted to look at the film Unobstructed View today because it's about time. The time has come. And let me just get up the so I don't miss your comments. I was kind of hoping to get like maybe Malcolm dropping or something like that, but he's probably kind of busy today. But probably should have sent him a message. If you're there, feel free to let me know. It's definitely the fall of the Roman Empire, but it's like yeah, if you're not a Game of Thrones type person, this is going to be way too intense, and I mean that in the most sincere possible way, because I do not like to mislead my my viewers. But let's look at Unobstructed as a company themselves, because this is a big jump from when they got started. I remember when they got started. And the reason I know so much about this site right now is my dad is a massive fan of this company, and he buys like a severe amount of his stuff from them. So there's a 35% off sale going on right now. So we'll take a dive into this one real quick, because they have a lot of stuff on here. I got another Canadian because if you're in the United States, then think of this as like Canada's Diabolique. Think of it as like it has like the big sales. They do their own. My dad was about to order some some stuff from this sale, depending on how things went today. But I should like put more on the page so we can actually see, because there's Abominable is such a good film. Let's go with 24. As long as you don't lose the pictures, we're good. Because we don't want to lose the pictures. I'll give some recommendations as we go through here as well. Somebody sent me this one a while back. Zombies before. It's called something else. Because I got the UK edition. Somebody from the UK sent me this. It is such a good film. I'm always going to be recommending Abominable, because I just super love this film, and it is so cool. It was almost lost, I found out about all that for reading from like Serial at Midnight. I had a really great article on this film. on his website. Absurd has always been a favorite of mine. I like it a lot more than Anthropicus. I definitely do love more than Anthropicus. And it's so interesting. You look at like the VSAs that like went out of print and came back in print under MVD, right? So like here's Action USA, their version. So like a mini poster with it, and you can. And I like the fact that MVD, because because that DVD is still selling. It's still the main selling type of physical media out there, and physical media is so important right now that they haven't given up. Like you see a lot of people they'll make 4Ks and they'll make Blu-rays and they'll just like they've given up. Like a lot of the boutique labels, for instance, they gave up on DVD completely. If you picked up an early like Arrow Video or an earlier like Vinegar Syndrome or Scream Factory, you'd always find like it would be a Blu-ray DVD combo pack, right? Nowadays, you don't even get like some all the time combo packs anymore. It's getting to the point where you're getting a choice. You want a 4K, you want a Blu-ray, and a lot of cases DVD is just not put in there. And I can tell you from years that people still buy DVDs like massively, and I still have a lot of people on here that are collecting. I have people on here collecting people on here collecting Laserdisc. People that have mentioned CEDs to me. People talking about Betamax. So I don't think any format should be abandoned, and I think when people go to wars, okay, I got to get the next or I got to get the shiniest. That's great, but it doesn't have to be at the expense. You don't have to lose one uh, to gain another, right? You can do both. DVD is extremely cheap to do that copy of, so it makes sense. And a lot of people that are casuals, for instance, will look in that Walmart bin. Will go to their local store that's like carrying like a bin of DVDs or carrying like an end cap and pick up things like Action USA. And pick up things like I'm not sure what Adam Resurrected. I haven't seen the movie, but we'll pick up stuff like that. And for some people too, that are collecting to watch or collecting films because just love a film, then it may be just a really good option for them to grab the DVD edition of it. To one, because maybe they just want to get more films in their collection that they enjoy, or they may just want to be may just say, this is my defensive DVD today, I guess. Something something you don't expect in my videos, that's for sure. There's some nice double features we're gonna look at here as well, by the way. Some of these are about Alien from the Abyss is unfortunately back order, which is unfortunate. That's actually pretty cool. One that I wanted to look at, but All or Nothing, the Mike Leigh film, excellent film, by the way. But Mike Leigh, Mike Leigh and excellent kind of go together with his work. All Night Halloween Party. So look at this, guys. What is this? This one is probably one of those cheap as well. Ever looping DVD. It doesn't stop. Okay, these are kind of those cool like Sean Whalen. Yeah, this would be the kind of thing I'd buy for Halloween. See, that twist. It might be like some different stuff. Maybe some public domain cartoons, some other stuff put in there. That's my kind of jam. You put on like in the background. That was my kind of jam right there. All the colors of Jellos here. The Blu-ray DVD CD edition. Definitely recommend that. All Colors of the Dark is a fantastic film. I feel like Giallo. This is a really great one. Sergio Martino. It's an underrated one because it does sort of deal with aspects that may or may not be supernatural, and that's something to truly look into when it comes to a lot of this stuff here. We got all the Hans P. Hours compendium set here, compendium folk horror. So normally it's $300 Canadian, which is actually about right, and this is into 181 Canadian. So what is that in American? Let's find out how much this would cost you if you're in the United States. I think it's like I'm not gonna switch over now. But oh, we are gonna switch it over. There we go. Oh, did I switch? I did not do that right. Anyway, use XE currency. uh, we got some radiance here. My dad got his very first radiance recently. So proud of dad on that. I don't have my first radiance yet. But my dad got his very first radiance. He was really impressed with the way it looked. And would love to spoke with and work with them a bit. Who knows, maybe in the future. Amityville Ripper. Like, I know anybody can make an Amityville film because Amityville's a place. So, you can just slap Amityville on anything, for crying out loud. It's Amityville Karen, Amityville Christmas. So let's. I want to look. I'm curious. Who did this? Amityville Ripper. Anyone know that? Film watch. Have you seen this film? You guys are so quiet today. Like Is it a holiday somewhere? Did I pick around? So, Chelsea Baker, Angel Bradford, Anna Clara. When a quirky collector acquires a strange knife at an online anvil auction, little does she know that the blade carries a supernatural essence of Jack the Ripper. That's actually a good plot, though. Hosted on the night of her brother's wild party, a seance gone awry unleashes a murder to the modern world. The group finds themselves in a race to escape, all while trying to survive the Ripper. Now, this might be like super low budget, horribly acted, but I would buy the hell out of this film. I'm the guy that rented Jack the Ripper with Tom Savini, and I'm sorry, they ain't getting worse than that. So I definitely would check out Amityville Ripper. Angel for Satan and a Barbara Steele. Again, I still don't have this. I actually need this one. Nice to see that. See, you can see right here. Like, Blu-ray is still available. DVD version of it is at a. They do too many Amityville. I mean, I kind of like this. It does have a nice plot. You got to say. Your Fletch and Fletch Lives are really good. Actually, I got those. I think Fall of the Roman Emperor would ever get a 4K release. Actually, yeah, I did. Because that's it's just such a fascinating time in history. People just love that era. Hey, Anthony, welcome, man. No, actually, it's not the Umbrella release today. I've already discussed the Umbrella release. But did you see this one? And is Umbrella putting out this release? So here in Canada, Unobstructed View is putting out a 4K ultimate cut of Caligula. So it's gotta check the Umbrella one as well. So the 2020 ultimate cut. But I've actually been trying to reach out to the restoration guy on this to see what we can do. So basically, when I looked at the umbrella one, we looked at that. But today we're looking at unobstructed view. So this is how you get in Canada. And this is, yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked that they're doing like the 4K plus Blu-ray, and then you get the Blu-ray edition, then you get the DVD edition, right? So you got like different options for this, and I think it's important. I think it's important to have different options for this stuff. So I took my Caligula announcement because I got a few emails on it, and they had the Bill Sienkiewicz cover. You know, Anthony, I'm a big guy when it comes to uh, this. So yeah, so I usually get a ton of stuff in my email, and a lot of it kind of just kind of gets on by without me being able to notice it. But this one stuck out because I'm a comic book guy too, and the poster for Caligula was done by Bill Sienkiewicz, who did amazing work on New Mutants and stuff like that. And apparently, the prologue of this was done by Dave McKean, who, you know, from Sandman fame. So really intrigued by that. So I've been looking through the MVD sale right now, 35% off sale. It's going on Unobstructed View. Because I'm not quite sure where you're located at. But in Canada, Anthony, so this is our diabolic. This is our orbit. They carry most all the major labels come through them, and they often like do sales. So we don't get, for instance, the Criterion Barnes and Noble sales up here anymore, right? So Unobstructed took that on, got the rights to Criterion. So they do the Criterion releases, and when Barnes and Noble does a Criterion sale, usually Unobstructed does their Criterion sale as well. So it's really interesting to see that we're at a point where we're not losing out so much anymore. At a time when people are saying, "Oh my God, physical media seems to be so much on a downflux," nobody's looking at physical media anymore. It's nice to see that. As for Canada, for instance, we got, we got another pipeline to it. And as you guys know, I'm in Morocco right now. I go to Canada often. I travel to different places, and I like to be able to like showcase different areas and different ways that you can like access physical media and boutique labels and like just really cool releases. Hopefully bring you the stuff that you want to see. I got Art School Confidential. A viewer sent me this one. It's a fantastic freaking film. I love the film. I kind of dig the DVD like cover for Asylum. Just Roger's hilarious, by the way. Recommendation on Astrologer for sure. But it's not a good film, but recommendation for like cheesy films. Definitely interesting stuff there about that. At Close Range, I still need to get this one. I still don't own At Close Range. Such a wonderful film, too. What a wonderful soundtrack. Of course, there's a Midnight Take Your Soul, the Snaps edition that came out. That's prior, of course, to the Arrow video, like massive box set. But if you just want to like dip your toes into Coffin Joe, this is a quick, cheap way to do it. If you're not sure you want to buy that set, not a problem. I mean, like the Umbrella release is a very sexy release with a lot of bonuses and all that type of stuff. But if you want to, I guess you want to get a decent release at a cheaper cost with the same restoration and probably a lot of the same features. We'll see what features as I find out. Then this is definitely a damn good option. And depending on where you live, like even though I live in Morocco right now and I travel, if I'm like ordering release like something like this, it's going to cost me a lot more money to order it from Umbrella. I love those Umbrella releases, but the shipping is like the killer part for me, and I love like the company. Uh, so it just makes much more sense for me for like something like this. If there's a Canadian North American release, if there's specifically a good Canadian release, like to try and grab that. It's a and full like disclosure alert. I found out through email. I got sent an email by the different companies on this stuff. When Umbrella announced their releases, I got an email on that. When Unobstructed was announcing this, announcing the fact that that was going to go in theaters again, um, then I stood up and like really took notice. I have the Attack Cured Tomatoes. I definitely recommend this. It is fun cheese. And it's so weird how so many of these releases like end up like going into print, going from one company to another. And sometimes, you'll get them and they'll come back. I mean, I'd have a lot of Kino Lorber releases. My favorite would be hard to say, because obviously I love my Night Stalker and my Night Strangler, and of course Trilogy of Terror. But also I love the like the film noir sets he did. If I was like really pushed for like my favorite Kino release, box set release, it's either gonna go to TV wise, Outer Limits. Just box set wise, might be the first film noir set, but the OSS is really good as well. So it's really hard. It's really hard. But there's a few. I want to do like a ranking list soon, a top 10 type list. So and I want to put like an extra like top ranking one into Crimson Cast Video Magazine. So yeah, maybe do Kino, because they had put out so many releases and they've changed so much over the years. And I think that's one really important thing to notice and to note, is that we're getting the progression and the change in companies, and which is something I really should do a video on, is important. Like, we have people now and they'll say things like oh well, what about I don't feel like Arrow Video is Arrow Video anymore. I don't feel like Finger Cinema is Finger Cinema anymore. Look at the changes in Diabolique, and look at the changes in physical media, and like, is physical media a dying medium? No. Is streaming taken over? Like, still no. But there's so many changes, and I should do like you kind of maybe a more out and out, like what you call it, update on the different things out there, like update on different companies, update on different websites. I'm starting to do that now. We're looking at Unobstructed right now. We're looking at the 35% off sale, which is I should probably send my dad a link to if he's home. So now I had to go out this morning, so let's see if he's there. Because I am more than a little intrigued. Avril Lavigne. Can somebody just gets more and more beautiful every day? And for those that don't know, the second I started this video, I guess because the word Caligula is in it, like automatic demonetization by YouTube. for this video. Need to monetize it right away. I'm still waiting to hear back. I did a video, and it's only on Patreon because I refused to give it to any other because it got falsely claimed by a company that pretended that my commercial-free music that I got from iMovie was theirs. And because of that, they claimed my video. And I am still waiting to, and I kind of rejected their claim. So it's stuck in escrow, which means I dispute the copyright claim. And rather than them looking over it, they sent my dispute, apparently, over to quote unquote the copyright owner. So however long that takes, I don't know. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do is download the video, just remove their music, and re-release it with a slightly different name, and be like, screw those guys. But yeah, that's the thing on YouTube, is you have to be extremely careful because people can falsely do copyright claim on music. It happens all the time. People, like, there's companies that set up companies just to do copyright claims and just to, like, and I'm sure there's people out there that probably found my videos on not my channel, because that happens too, that people download like other people's videos and then re-put them up on other channels for entertainment purposes. And that really is, but it happens. So when people wonder, like, hey, he's from Syrup Midnight. Just recently got asked there on Twitter. I said, guys always ask him, said, hey, I love movies. I got a big movie collection. Should I do YouTube? Should I do YouTube? Should I set up all this type of stuff? I'll kind of like, yes, if you really, really want to, but don't go into something like this thinking of it as a career, because there's like a strong chance like it's going to be something, it's going to be a labor of love, and it's going to be like super frustrating. Like I mentioned here at the beginning of this video, I'm working on an omnibus announcement video, and so there's, for those that don't know, omnibuses are, let me just see. This is omnibus, so big. Let's see if I can switch the. I'm trying, sorry, to switch this. Let's do this today. This normally works really easy for me too. We're going to take this off for a second, stop screen share for 1 second, because I want to get this done right. I just stopped screen sharing. What the hell? There we go. Not sure what's going on up there. But I'm trying to get rid of it. Hey, sweetie. That is so weird. I think my it's where it's a little bit slower on here. So this is anonymous. This is the Batman 66 one. It's getting reprinted, right? So in the last week, there is over 80 announcements for omnibuses that are coming out. Look at this beautiful outlet board. And I think there's a little bit of like a lag on my on the video up here, just kind of some issues like that. So what that means is when I do a comic one, it's a labor of love because it doesn't get the views. It doesn't, like, nobody donates to my comic videos, unfortunately. But that being said, with over 80 something, that means like I got to go through like different announcements, and I got to find pictures for every one of them. Then I got to find all the information, what's collected, the release dates, the titles, all that type of stuff. And then I got to do up like cards for every one of those. And that is a ton of work, but it's a ton of fun. Godzilla 1 Facsimile Edition, really nice. They're actually doing an omnibus edition of that, but I think it's overpriced for the omnibus edition that they're doing, because I think it's around 125, probably around like 100 or 95 and 85 in America. But I remember picking up the Godzilla the Essentials, like the black and white one, for my daughter, and I paid like $15 for it. Now the omnibus is like over $100, and it's not a big one. It's not one of the bigger ones, because I'm looking through some stuff, and there's some seriously kind of like some cool stuff and some iffy stuff there. Yeah, connection came and went there for a second. It's weird. I mean, like, I'm in an area of the house where connection does get low sometimes, but it doesn't get like that low. Now, did you like with Deadpool Wolverine? I thought Deadpool Wolverine was really good. I got my review up on the membership page for the complete series. Hey, Semitech, welcome, man. For the complete series for Cape Crusader. So I did all 10 episodes, reviewed all 10 episodes of that. 40-minute, member early exclusive look at it right now. Rom, Epic Collection. I think in Epic Collections now. I mean, I want the omnibuses because I want the. It's not. I grew up on ROM and ROM Space Knight and Micronauts, so that's very big for me. But I want the omnibus edition. I want the letter pages. I want the works. And Epics don't have that. Restream I think it's excellent. I've been using Restream for a while now. I started this one about probably just a little over a month. And I'm actually like, there's been some like lag issues, but that's on my side, not on Restream side, because of where I'm at right now. But Restream itself is really, really good. And as you can see right here, Cinematech, I have the option to have your comments like coming up on the screen, doing an overlay, but an overlay that doesn't affect the picture, so you still get to see the full picture. I can bring in and share things like hopefully that'll work. Like the MVD 35% off sale, or like what I was talking about earlier. Oh, the basket case cover. The fact that Canada is getting its very own Ultimate Caligula cut, and we do not have to go to Australia to get it. So super stoked on that. Because I was feeling iffy on that like $60 custom charge. I do too. I actually really, really enjoyed the way this one's done. But I will be reviewing the copy of Caligula, by the way. And I reached out to them. I'm working on trying to get a physical copy of that. So I can actually do like a full like look at the features and everything, and go do a deep dive into this here. I've also been recently reaching out to different people for like some different interviews and stuff like that to like just really get some different stuff in here. And I like that we have different options for this. You know what I mean? So we can just kind of go different ways with it. And if I take myself off the screen, you can still hear my voice, which you can't in StreamYard. If I take myself completely out of the stream in StreamYard, it really takes me completely out. But on here, you can actually see this as well. I mean, for me, it's going to like, if you know, if you're like a massive like Caligula person, yeah, the book and all that's going to be there and like that. So definitely like look into the one that's best for you. But either way, it's just really good that this film is getting a proper release. I think that's the important thing. Is this film's getting a proper release, and if you live in an area where you can't afford to like import it, or that's going to cost more, maybe or you have no reason for it, then it's good to see in a time when people like say, "Oh no, look, physical media is not a thing," or "Physical media is going down." No physical media now. That we have so many options. But cemetery. I think that's the big thing. Is that there's so many options out for me right now, and for like people that I know, for like guys like Malcolm and that. If you're subscribed to 2 or 3 different like movies, get like subscriptions, there's a strong possibility you're gonna get like doubled over in like certain things. Channel O'Brien is one of those cases. Like different countries. If you're looking at like the Umbrella edition, Unobstructed edition, yeah. See, most of the epics unfortunately don't come with the letters pages. Though, if they do, it's like 1 or 2 letters pages. I've seen a couple, but I think it's Curtis, right? Does the Crushing like comics? It does. Is it the guy that does the? Who's the guy that does the epics? Because Near Mint does a lot of the omnibus stuff. There's a guy that does like the epics as well. 2-page hardback books are the seller for me. I love essays. There, you know exactly what you want. That's what you want to see, and that's the thing. When you're looking at releases like this, you got to look at what sticks it for you. Like, is it? Do you want the book? Do you want the essays? Is it going to be the film? Is cost going to be print of? There's a lot to look at. So next month, September, I think we're looking at for the month of September. One thing I will kind of spoil is next month's website deep dive is probably going to be unobstructed because it's just going to be easy to do. Marvel Epic Podcast, Curse. I thought so. I actually, thank you. I'm going. You can definitely give me grooming tips. I'm going to the hair. I was going to trim it down this week, but I'm going to get my hair and stuff done. So that's why I'm waiting. But yeah, you'd think, Jeremy, a guy with so little hair in my head wouldn't have to worry about so much hair on my face. But I've been I've been a beard guy since probably my first year of college. But then I was like, had the beard, but then I had like Yahoo Serious levels of hair on my head. But yeah, I definitely need. I want to get like trimmed down a lot. I was going to trim the other night, and I had like 8 cats. We have rescue cats here. And my Pixie, she sleeps with me, and she's like gets up my chest, and she's like falls asleep on me, scratches the hell out of me. But I was like, oh, is she gonna know me? Like she's only seen me with the big beard. Well, you know, they don't smell and stuff like that for cats, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it's after a while, I'll tell you one thing, guys. Even with like the beard, like oil and stuff in there, it gets really freaking like annoying. Annoys the hell out of me. I feel bad for Near Mint. For those that know, Near Mint Condition is a guy that does the. He works with he doesn't work with Marvel, but he works in conjunction with Marvel, and announces the omnibuses that come out for Marvel. He almost did it for DC as well, but it didn't quite work out, unfortunately. But he announces all the Marvel omnibuses that are coming out, what releases. He gets like information early, he gets the books early to read and review. And as somebody that like works with physical media, and I'll sometimes get physical media early to read, to watch, and review. So what happened? This is even harder for him because it's a book. People want to know like what's coming out. They get excited about the announcements. And recently, a massive amount of announcements got leaked before Marvel or Near Mint had the chance to do and talk about them. So he had to do like video after video, like with 2, 3, sometimes 4 announcements on it to like catch up for the for that, which is it's important. Because people work hard on stuff like this, and this is unlike me. This is my passion, but I do this mostly for the entertainment. Thank you so much. Or the absolute umbrella version. I'm looking for it. Is really cool. As you know, I've talked a bit about the umbrella edition on here before, and we got and Unobstructed reached out to me and said, just so you know, we're putting out the North American edition of this, and where I am Canadian, and my review center is Canadian based. They they said, hey, do you want to review it? And I'm like, yes, I do. So because I never got to see it in theater. It's in theater right now. So super jealous of your edition, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I have an edition that I'll be reviewing, and I'm looking forward to it because I'm a big fan of Caligula. Like I told film watchers, probably not for him, right? Because it is pretty, nudity and stuff like that is going to be intense with that type of stuff. But like the beer thing on my mind right now, yeah, it's like stuck in my head. It's going to be so cool. I mean, I think you and Cinematheque are getting the big book and stuff. That's going to be a really nice edition. Really good editions for this coming out. I just love the fact that, like I mentioned there, at a time when they said, "Oh, physical media is no more. Physical media is pretty dead," we're seeing so many editions, man. Like, dude, we're seeing so many editions stuff coming out. Like, this isn't like the Umbrella edition, the Unobstructed View edition, Caligula, Ultimate Cut from the brand new 2023. Like, think about it. Recently, we got to see like movies like China O'Brien. China O'Brien getting a UK release and like a North American release, and it's happening over and over again. So I have Malcolm on the channel a bit, and he's like subscribed to a lot of different like companies. So he's getting his subscriptions, and he's like, "Oh man, they just announced something. Is they're going to be released for this? Am I going to get like a Radiant Sand and Vinegar Syndrome edition of this as well?" It's really, really interesting to see how far we've come. And apparently, this edition has the most Helen Mirren ever. So I am super excited about that because I am a massive Helen Mirren fan. But I'm supposed to be watching this movie this week. So I'll try to. I want to do like a movie review for this and a physical media release review of this as well. And if any of my friends in Malcolm gets the other edition, Umbrella edition, on to actually do a compare and contrast for the two editions. It'd be interesting to kind of see them both and look at the different like options that are out there. But there's a lot of work going into the channel. So if you like the comic book aspects of things, there's a really massive comic video coming out. If you watch Batman, anybody here watch Batman Cape Crusader yet? Just a quick question. Have you seen the cartoon series yet? Batman the Cape Crusader? Because I just put memberships up on my channel, and if you're a member, that like that video just went live. So that's up there. Shameless plug. And I did review all 10 episodes of the series, and then I gave an overall review of the series. So that's kind of why right now, on my desk, I am covered in Batman stuff, from like Robin, Shadow of the Bat, Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, SAG the Super Sons, the Batman manga, the 30s to 70s era Batman, the New 52. Also, by the way, if you have not seen the series, or if you have seen the Batman series, and you're wondering how close they got to getting things right, they're when they do the somewhere in here, there's the issue of, so it's got to be in the 30s and 40s, the Clayface one. And look at it right here. So that's a comic, first edition, first Clayface Detective Comics issue number 40. Look how closely. Hey, you, Keenan, welcome. Or an Umbrella version without books, etc. Just want the film. Umbrella have better extras, it appears. Are the extras out there? I didn't see that listed on a lot of my stuff here. Okay, what we got? We got commentaries, we got theatrical version, restored stuff, Orgy of Power with Tito Brass, Mike Caligula, Gucciani Scandal. What's Gucciani Scandal? Ultimate Cut, CD soundtrack. Well, I'll do an overview on each of them. But I just love the fact that people are grabbing this film. So if people are getting this movie, this is wonderful, because I'm a massive fan. And I gave like a big like shout out to Umbrella and their edition of it recently. So I thought, why not? Let's do both, because for some people it's going to be not the easiest pickup. Anybody ever get these Batman mangas, by the way? I had so much fun with Cape Crusader. It is the darkest frigging version of Batman. Where's the character? This became a big character. Start over there. But there's like Dr. Death. I know, not Steve Williams, but but a very cool character, kind of a can't die type character. But yeah, it was a massive undertaking to see it done. I won't keep people too long today, because I just really want to come in, like, look at this, like, to show that there's so many different options for this coming out there. There's the Umbrella release, there's the Unobstructed release. The fact that, like, if you're in Canada right now, you can go to the theater and watch Caligula. That blows my mind. I know that isn't DC putting out re-releasing the Batman into the theaters, and they're putting in the first episode of the new Penguin series, the one that's coming on HBO, is going to be attached to it. It's going to be a long movie. Like it's going to be a long time in the theater, because Batman's not a short film, and you got the hour long of the Penguin added onto that. That being said, if I was back in North America, I would 100% go to that because I'm a massive Batman fan, and I really like Matt Reeves' the Batman. So it would have been nice to see like that extension of the world with the Penguin. That series looks really intriguing, and I'm very much looking forward to it. But we're getting it. We're getting Caligula in 4K, uncut, brand new edition. I'm so excited. I'm glad you guys are grabbing it. I'm glad you're getting some really cool editions of it out there. It is so neat to see that release. Oh, there, it worked perfect this time. But with that being said, guys, don't like to take over an hour when I'm doing these videos here nowadays, unless it's like real special video that I'm kind of dedicating on something. I like to keep it trying of like nice and thin, so you guys, don't waste too much of your guys' day. But again, thank you so much for donation. I really appreciate that. The links there if you want to join the channel memberships. I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff on that in the next few weeks to kind of intrigue people. You'll get your own like special card for the membership, and there's gonna be special like emojis in that as well, and access to videos like early and special videos and watch parties. So that's the thing coming up too. So thank you guys so much. I will see you here again soon. I apologize for like the kind of the issues at the beginning of the stream. Like I'm seeing, I got a lot more powerful like connection right now, just as I'm going off. Isn't it always the way? So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Unfortunately, I'd like to say I'm going to go relax, but I'm not. I got a ton of work to do today. I've got to edit and film for another video that I'm doing, and then I have to edit and work on a call sheet for a podcast, and I have to watch a movie for review, and what a day, right? Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your day. My name is Aaron. This is the Call to Cinema. We are working to make this bigger and better. More live streams, more interactions, more pre-tape stuff, more list videos, more rankings, upping the quality of the video magazine on a monthly basis. I'm going to be putting in like a video cover for each of the magazines now, and just putting extra stuff in there to make it worth you while to come back here, because I truly appreciate that you do come back and watch and hopefully enjoy the channel. I'll see you soon.